Good morning, Lincoln, and hello, hunters. Are you interested in clips like this? What about the story? Or are you just interested in talking to people who also love to talk about love and deep space? If you are, I do stream every Tuesday at noon PST and would love to see you guys there. Or, if you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It would be a lot of fun. Anyways, I hope that you have a good time, enjoy the clip, and as always, stay safe out there, hunters.
At some point soon. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and get started with Raf's Banquet Ablaze. That's how I'm feeling. I've been feeling. Wish he thankfully with the 10 days with you. He's finally getting a new solo. Yeah, that's true. Solo content not locked behind people. I do agree with that. I forgot about the 10 days with you, even though I've been pulling on it. I'm really glad that he's getting something that's not locked, for sure. And I'm excited to see it. I don't know. I can't tell what the card is going to be about other than him wearing like the astronaut suit. So I'm really excited to see what it's going to be about. I hope it's going to be cute. I think Xavier deserves some cute. Although his Inflorescence Imprints card was so cute. So cute. Okay. Rafayel. I love this music. Phew. Now it's actually looks livable. With the dust and clutter swept out, fresh air drifts into the tiny apartment at last. After another round of scrubbing the floors, I plop down to rest. My gaze lands on the painted covered ceiling and walls. Rafayel said he lived here before. Did he create these paintings himself? Although the paint has peeled and faded with age, I can still make out the bold colors and untamed brushstrokes. They're kind of similar to Rafayel's style, but there's something different about them.
What you looking at?
Oh, he scared the crap out of me. I'm just admiring the art. I do like that outfit on him. It's one of my favorite outfits on him. He's scared. A similar face appears in my line of sight. I grab his sleeve, point to the walls, and share my thoughts.
Ah, I see. You know, your artistic intuition is sharper than 99.8% of the world's population by now, Master.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Thank you very much. When you hang out with a talented artist all day, it's hard not to pick up a thing or two.
So, what else have you noticed? Tell me.
Rafayel's voice has grown on me. At first, I didn't really care for it, but it's really grown on me recently. I see parts that were covered or painted over. Master? Master? I frame a section of the ceiling with my fingers. Rafayel lies down beside me so we can look at it together. Right here. It's sort of like a black cactus, but if you look closely, there's oranges and bright pinks underneath. Why would the artist cover up these warm, vivid colors?
Well, it's because...
He leans closer until our foreheads touch. That's so cute, though. Until our foreheads touch. His voice is like a warm mist near my ear.
Colors that are bright like the sun? Sure, they're beautiful and passionate, but they can burn anyone who comes too close. Like a kite with no string, the viewer will be caught in the scorching heat until they're nothing but ash.
What are you trying to say? Rafayel doesn't answer me. He sits up and pulls me along with him.
Break time's over. Let's power through this and finish unpacking. Then I'll take you to the best seafood place in town.
It's cute. Raphael is such a cutie pie sometimes. As I stand, I notice a messy stack of sketches that wasn't there before. They're right next to our suitcases.
I just pulled these out from under a cabinet in the bedroom.
Okay, his voice is a little bit different, am I correct? It's a little more intimate. I think that's what the case is. Sensing my confusion, Raphael slips the yellowed delicate pages into a bag as he speaks.
I thought I already collected all of his sketches, but it looks like he stashed some away.
His sketches? So those and the paintings on the walls aren't yours?
Yup, they're definitely not mine. Back then, I couldn't bring myself to paint for a while. These works and this apartment belonged to someone who was basically my art teacher.
You've never mentioned him before.
He's been missing for years.
Oh. Missing?
That's what the news said.
Oh no. But in reality, he's...
In reality, I just let myself believe he was missing.
After carefully placing the sketches into a separate box, Raphael returns to unpacking our suitcases.
He liked the world above the waves. Many years ago, he left Lemuria to paint landscapes he had never seen before. Maybe he really did find his own utopia, and it was so enchanting that he forgot to come back.
Oh, that's so sad. There's no sadness on his face. I'm not sure if I should ask any more questions. But then, he closes the suitcase.
All right. Actually, wait. I almost forgot this.
Raphael puts a fancy-looking wine box on a prominent spot. It's the gift from the winery owner at tonight's banquet. Despite the bottle being tightly wrapped, the wine's rich, mellow aroma quickly permeates the room. It's called Dionysus, named after the god of wine himself. It must taste amazing.
Sadly, it's too strong for tonight's dinner.
Raphael grabs my coat in one hand and turns me around with the other.
Let's get going. We'll pick out something more suitable once we're at the restaurant.
Some of the moves he does. Okay, so we know that Raphael had that, the promo when the game was first originally going to start, and he did the dance moves. That's what I imagine him doing sometimes, and I want that. I want that visually. I want to see Raphael dance, because I think he would be beautiful at dancing. It's the life of Peter. Thank you for those kind words, Imarashi. He is very charming. Okay, let me hug you. Jolly. Call cautionary. So I I'm gonna have to watch that, Azura. I'm gonna have to find it. Oh my god, I wish we had the dance moves. I do too! I want the dance moves so bad. You sure he wouldn't dance like a fish out of water? Get out of here, Imarashi. He's an artiste. He would be good at dancing. He doesn't have a tail all the time. After dinner, Raphael and I walk back with a small bottle of wine. It's a gift from the restaurant owner. Raphael just receives gifts all the time. Gifts of wine. Every now and then, we hear the clink of glasses and cheerful chatter from the shops. It mingles with the strong fragrance of wine in the evening air. His singing too. Yes. Quite graceful and elegant already, to be honest. He really is. Actually, I will give him that. He's very graceful. I didn't expect the restaurant owner to actually know you. And they see you as Lil Raf, not Raphael, who's the famous artist.
In my defense, I wasn't exactly a kid at the time. But I guess if we're gonna use your human standards, I was technically underage.
Maybe it's because the wine that his voice is soft and languid. It's just like the moonlight above. After some thought, I decided to ask the questions I couldn't bring myself to voice at the apartment. So, why did you live here at that time?
I'm too drunk to remember.
Raph. Raphael covers his eyes and shakes his head, but his steps remain perfectly steady. I pat his cheeks, which don't feel warm at all. Liar. Let me ask another question. Were you unhappy when you lived here? I recall him saying he couldn't bring himself to paint at the time.
I barely went out back then.
He plucks an unknown flower from the vines of a nearby wall.
The old butler who accompanied me was worried. He thought I might run into trouble, so he asked me to stay inside. But my teacher was either painting or drinking. He spent 12 hours doing one thing, and the rest of the day was spent doing the other. Sometimes he'd bring me to the bars. We'd go from the eastern coast to the western coast. My job was to drag him home once he passed out.
That's so sad. Oh my gosh. Wow, you were a caring underage fishy.
Yup. While he drank, I just stood outside and watched the world go by, one coast at a time.
I'm so sad for him. Was it beautiful? Raphael responds with a single smile, tucks the flower into my jacket's pocket, and takes my hand.
Do you want to see it for yourself?
I'll see whatever you want to show me, Raphael. Following the path through rows of grape arbor, we arrive at a secluded coast.
Give me your hand. 1, 2, 3.
Please don't kick me off the cliff again. Up we go. Get out of here. Imarashi on Twitch says, I better go before I start making ocean puns. You'd be sure that I'd spoil the tide of the story. Leave. Is there a don't encourage him? With Raphael's help, I scramble up the steep slope, and the entire coast unfolds before my eyes. Under the moonlight, the sea gleams with a silvery sheen reminiscent of sparkling diamonds. The cliffs are covered in lush foliage and flowering vines. White sea spray soars as... Ooh, try saying that 10 times fast. White sea spray soars as the waves roll onto the shore to create an almost rhythmic murmur. This is gorgeous. No wonder there's so many bars around here. I wouldn't mind drinking when there's a view like this.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do. You've only been here for a day, but you already fit right in.
Raphael finds a spot to sit and pats the ground beside him. He gives me a small bottle of wine.
The scenery used to be more beautiful than this. The sea was a vivid greenish blue, the meadows were full of daisies, and seagulls would circle those red cliffs. I'd sit here and watch the sun dip below the horizon. Then the moon started its shift.
It's still stunning. Somehow it feels soothing, like the ocean is washing away my worries. I sip the wine and I realize something. Maybe your teacher did that on purpose. Maybe your teacher dragged you outside on purpose. You were depressed. He might have been trying to cheer you up.
I doubt it. Art and booze were all that mattered to him. He wasn't the type to have hidden goals. But if he ever makes it back from that Utopia, I'll ask him.
He grips the bottle but doesn't drink. He just quietly looks at the sea. I'm not sure if I should pry further, so I look around to find something that could lighten the mood. You said something about red cliffs. Where are they? I don't see them.
It's too dark right now. Besides, the winery's in the way.
He points to a manor-like building in the distance.
Hoenlo Winery. We're going there tomorrow night.
Oh, so that's its name.
You didn't bother to read the invitation and just followed me here. Aren't you afraid I'll sell you off?
No, not at all. You're the one who said this was no big deal, but you came all this way.
That's not what I said, cutie. I said the owner isn't exactly a friend of mine, but he's important. I've waited a long time for this invitation.
What does that mean? Do you have anything planned for tomorrow's banquet?
Of course. Isn't it already on that table? I'll be gifting the fine wine I've carefully prepared as a present.
I nod a few seconds later. I'm unable to shake off this odd feeling. Rafayel rests his head on my shoulder, takes a tiny sip, and gives the bottle back to me.
The breeze is perfect tonight. Let's stay here for a while longer. Drink as much as you want. We'll sleep it off later. We'll rest until tomorrow, when the banquet begins.
Oh, I wonder if MC didn't meet Rafayel in this timeline, would he have ended up... Maybe. He could have. So something dark. I hope it's not dark. This is already sad. I feel so bad for Rafayel. The next evening, we arrive at the newly built Hoenlo's Winery. We're on schedule. Music drifts through the lavish ballroom that's filled with guests. As soon as Rafayel appears, a man hurries over to greet him.
Mr. Rafayel, welcome. I'm honored you decided to travel all the way here.
Look at how handsome he looks.
I wouldn't miss the grand opening of your new winery, Mr. Alden.
They shake hands before Rafayel links his arm with mine.
This is Mr. Alden, and this is my companion.
It's a pleasure to meet you. After a few polite words, Rafayel presents the wine. Alden's face changes from surprise to sheer delight.
This is the Dionysus?
What if he's hoping to find his mentor here?
It's a small gift, nothing more.
Dionysus? Aren't there only 5 bottles of it in the world?
Oh my gosh, Rafayel. A sharp-eyed guest notices the label and gasps.
My goodness, Mr. Alden. You're very fortunate. Having enough money can't always guarantee you'll get it. I heard it fetched an enormous sum at an auction. Mr. Rafayel, were you the mysterious bidder?
Careful, Rafayel, your Silas is showing.
It was more of a lucky find. I'm not a connoisseur, though. It'd be wasted on me. So I thought it should go to someone who truly appreciates it, such as Mr. Alden. If it can bring joy to everyone for a grand occasion, then that's even better.
You're too kind, Mr. Rafayel.
Alden thanks him profusely and summons the sommelier to take the wine away. Rafayel maintains his courteous smile as he exchanges a few more words with Alden. Then he turns his attention to me.
Why are you staring at me?
Because you look very handsome. Raphael picks up a bite-sized pastry and holds it up to my mouth. You can't ask me a question and then hand me something to eat, Raphael. It's just, I haven't seen you in a crowd like this in ages. It's a little odd. How did you meet Mr. Alden anyway?
Aside from being in the wine business, he likes collecting art. He visited a few of my exhibitions overseas. He even attended that lecture I gave on Lemuria's art in Lincoln.
As we talk, we move to the other side of the hall. Glass display cases are thoughtfully arranged throughout the area. Each showcases items from Mr. Alden's personal art collection. If that's it, then why did you give him something so valuable? You also said he was important? Anyone stare? I'm so hard. Tell her that's so clever. Why would anyone stare at a piece of art, Raphael? He is a piece of art, isn't he? I asked the question that's been nagging me since yesterday.
As I've said before, a wine should be with someone who suits it. That's how it can fulfill its real purpose.
He suddenly stops in his track, and his gaze is fixed on the wall behind me. I turn to see an oil painting. It shows a shimmering sea. Each wave's crest glimmers with highlights. Those are...
Scales.
Oh no. My eyes widen as I move closer to it. The color and gleam of those scales stand out. Why does this look so similar? Could it be...
Okay, you've looked enough for today.
A hand covers my eyes, but it's too late. I remember now, those beautiful scales. I saw them on Raph once. A horrifying thought surfaces in my mind. I open my mouth, but no words come out. You knew that your teacher never made it to any Utopia.
Yes.
I'm gonna cry, you guys. This is so sad. The brilliant light in the hall hurts my eyes. Raphael remains calm, however.
He was lured into a deadly trap by the two things he loved the most. Then, he was burned to ashes.
Raphael. All the puzzle pieces click into place. Why Raphael came here, why Alden matters so much, and that wine, it isn't just a gift, right?
Wherever Dionysus goes, madness and death follow. He tempts mortals with the world's most sublime wine. They'll sink into its sweetness before resting in blissful oblivion.
Applause fills the hall. Alden walks onto the stage under everyone's gaze and begins his speech.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad you could make it to Hoenlo's Winery's grand opening. This is the
No
largest
gift would be
winery
more
our
fitting
family
than
has
that
ever
bottle of
built.
wine.
It represents my family's dreams that span generations.
I'm not sure if he's referring to Alden or his teacher. It's the perfect gift. Those who are wronged will find peace, and the greedy will be judged. And you, I hope this helps you move on.
I'd like to give special thanks to Mr. Rafayel. He has gifted us a remarkable wine for this celebration.
The spotlight suddenly moves as Alden raises his glass to Raphael. The bottle of Dionysus sits on a table beside him.
Let's make a toast, everyone.
It's very pretty artwork, by the way. The guests raise their glasses. Raphael follows suit, but he doesn't turn towards the stage. He lowers his gaze to the golden liquid. It's as though he sees a memory within it.
Cheers.
He clings his glass against an invisible one. I hear him murmur something in Lemurian.
Akame Nova.
What did you say?
I said,
He gently clings his glass against mine.
Bon voyage.
After Alden's speech, Raphael tells me to wait here. He disappears into the crowd before I can say a word. Time passes, but he still hasn't returned, and just as I'm about to go look for him,
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Raphael, did something happen? Oh no,
There are
did
too
his
many people
serial-
for anything to happen.
Did his serial killer tendencies take over? He takes my half-empty glass and chugs it in one go. Are you sure you're okay?
Of course.
I don't like this place. Can we go home?
No.
Oop. Raphael looks out the window. Muffled thunder rumbles behind the clouds, and lightning flashes.
I want to go to the beach.
Dark clouds loom overhead. Waves roll in, and the water rises past our ankles. Raphael pulls out a tiny vial from his pocket. Something inside it shimmers faintly. Scales. He must have gone back for them when he told me to wait.
Do you remember what I said, cutie? Life that's born in the sea ultimately returns to it. We find a different kind of eternity in the ocean's depths.
A gentle flame envelops the vial as Raphael kneels and puts it in the water. The waves carry it away until the tiny ember vanishes at the point where the sea meets the sky.
A long time ago, he was the one who helped me leave this place.
Are you talking about your teacher?
Yeah, he kept just enough money for one final drink. He used the rest to buy 2 new identities for me and the old butler, and the tickets that had let us leave.
He looks at the winery in the distance. Silhouettes dance across the windows like scenes from an eerie play.
Now, I've finally returned the favor. I gave him a proper goodbye.
You did.
Do you want to dance?
Sure. Before we know it, it's pouring. But we keep dancing. Our clothes are soaked. The waves rise and wash over our legs.
The world is full of things that can swallow you whole if you let them. I need to find an anchor.
One of us falters, but I'm not sure who, and we lose our balance. We fall into the ocean. Countless waves engulf me until a warm touch lifts me out of the cold water. One hand touches my waist as he pulls me up just before I sink. Raphael rests his head on my shoulder. We cling to each other, our bodies rising and falling with the current as of the dark waters.
So, you should tightly hold on to me.
Oh, it's a time
Alden,
skip.
the owner of Hoenlo's Winery, was discovered in a barrel of his own wine this morning. He had drowned. There were no signs of foul play at the crime scene, and the police have initially ruled it as a suicide.
Gentle daylight filters through the curtains and spills across my open book. A blue ocean under the sun spans the pages. Change the channel.
I thought you weren't watching it.
On Raf's lap, I respond. I was listening.
You're so bossy.
Soothing music fills the room. Engrossed in our own quiet tasks, we lean against each other. The stormy night and everything that happened at the winery gradually fade from our minds. It's like clouds giving way to a clear sky. After a while, he speaks.
Are you afraid? Of who I am, I mean.
Is that why you brought me to the winery? You wanted me to see my reaction?
I won't deny that was part of the reason.
Come closer. Then I'll tell you. As he lowers himself, I wrap my arms around his neck and plant a chaste kiss on the corner of his lips. When we pull away, I notice an unusual gleam in his eyes. Does that answer your question? That was a really good Raf card. Oh my gosh. I am so impressed by that. Okay. Yeah, his Lemurian speak is amazing. Hi, Oakley. It's a long time. I was just thinking about you, actually, recently. I was like, I haven't seen her around in a while. Your darkness sensor did not miss. Yeah, that was a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. But it was a very, very good. That was a really good card. I actually really liked that it felt... what am I going to try to say? Hang on. I'm not very good at putting my thoughts to words. But it sort of opened up his anecdotes for MC to see how he actually is as far as like getting revenge for what's happened to several Lemurians. But it kind of puts into perspective how he actually... It's not like he enjoys doing it. He just cares so deeply about his people.